So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. So the stories I wanted to dive into today includes PlayStation Plus price cut sale. Today is a great day, and I'll explain why. Sony's big 2023, and God of War Ragnarok beats out Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Elden Ring. First, yes or no, have you pre-ordered PSVR 2 or not? I've managed to lock my PlayStation VR 2 order yesterday. I got the Horizon bundle along with a Bay charger for the Sense controllers, but that's just my situation as always. What about you guys? So comment below, have you pre-ordered PlayStation VR 2 or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, God of War Ragnarok beats Modern Warfare 2 and Elden Ring. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, God of War Ragnarok's launch box sales in the UK were higher than that of Elden Ring, Modern Warfare 2, and Pokemon Legends Arceus during the same period. That's according to GfK data shared by GamesIndustry.biz, which says that Sony's exclusive was only beaten by FIFA 23 in terms of 2022 launch box sales. According to the report, 82% of Ragnarok's week 1 box sales were on PlayStation 5, with 18% on PlayStation 4. It's worth noting, however, that games such as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 significantly skewed towards digital sales, according to the report, suggesting that once the download data is included, God of War Ragnarok may not be the second highest selling title overall. So we talked about Ragnarok beating full week sales of past God of War games in a single day, which was in the previous video, and of course that is impressive. And now the discussion is around how it beat Elden Ring and Modern Warfare 2. Again, this is only just for box sales, but remember this, of course, God of War Ragnarok only released on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, unlike Elden Ring and Modern Warfare 2, which pretty much released on everything. So of course, still with the situation it's in right now, that is still very impressive. We'll see how things go when the digital sales are out for God of War Ragnarok, hopefully sometime soon. Now diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation Plus price cut sale. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, Sony has announced the PlayStation Black Friday deals will kick off on Friday, November 18th, starting with a PlayStation Plus sale. All 3 tiers of the service will be available for 25% off. This is a good opportunity to snag PlayStation Plus ahead of the holiday season and the impending PlayStation Store Black Friday sale. Players should also look out for PlayStation Store gift card discounts in Black Friday sales across retailers like GameStop and Target. A year-long PlayStation Plus Essential membership will cost you $44.99. PlayStation Plus Extra will cost you $74.99, and PlayStation Plus Premium will cost you $89.99. So this is to be expected. I think there are sales for PlayStation Plus like every year. This year is different though, of course, because now we have the new PlayStation Plus service with the 3 tiers: Essential, Extra, and Premium. One piece of advice from me when it comes to these tiers is do not sub to the Premium tier for the time being. If you're looking for new classic titles dropping often on the service, that hasn't been the case here with PlayStation Plus Premium. The service launched in June of this year, and the support for PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and PSP titles has been pretty weak. The current best deal right now is PlayStation Plus Extra, which Sony packs with games every single month. So if you're looking to renew PlayStation Plus or get into a higher tier if you're on Essential, go with Extra. Premium tier is not what it should be in its current state. But you guys let me know, what tier of PlayStation Plus are you sub to? Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the third story of the video, today is a great day. So finally it has happened. I have managed to pre-order PlayStation VR 2 alongside a charging bay for the Sense controllers yesterday. I've been talking about PlayStation VR 2 and my excitement for the headset all the way back before the launch of the PlayStation 5, if you've been around that long. And I've talked about how I was more excited for PlayStation VR 2 than the PlayStation 5 itself, which I had to explain to people why that was the case. You don't understand until you jump into VR and realize that simple things in regular flat screen games become just exciting in VR, and things that were exciting in flat screen games become even better and more immersive in VR. Now, here we are, pre-orders are out for the headset, which drops of course early next year, February 22nd, and we've seen a decent set of games coming out for the headset. For a launch season, it's looking like I'll be getting Horizon, Call of the Mountain, obviously, thanks to the bundle, which saves you like $10 on the game, I think. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners 2. I've seen that they're bringing the original Saints and Sinners to PlayStation VR 2, which is great. I was hoping they'd do that. I've played the original on PlayStation VR 1 and Quest 2, and I'll play it for a third time on PlayStation VR 2 if they offer a free upgrade, which I hope they do. Saints and Sinners is my favorite VR title that I've played across Quest and PSVR. The surprising thing for me is that Saints and Sinners 2 it's not actually coming launch date for PlayStation VR 2, which I thought it was, but it's coming out a few weeks later, closer to Resident Evil 4 in March, which also supposedly has PlayStation VR 2. This also brings me to the next title I want to get into, which is Resident Evil 8 Village. I've played the game on PlayStation 5 and will definitely be into playing it again on PlayStation VR 2. Quest 2 had something similar with Resident Evil 4 VR, and I enjoyed that a lot, but it was basically PlayStation 2 like visuals, but I still loved it, but the visuals weren't up there. That just means I'll love Village probably more with the haptics, the visuals, the trigger support, 4K visuals, etc. A lot just going in for Resident Evil Village on PlayStation VR 2. Along with the titles I've mentioned for launch day, I'll also get Hello Neighbor and Switchback and After the Fall. After the Fall does have a free upgrade setup, so I basically already have it. I'm going to play that with one of my buddies who's also getting PlayStation VR 2. For people mentioning that the launch lineup doesn't look that appealing, one, we don't know the full list yet, and two, I've mentioned multiple great titles here that I'll be playing for the first few weeks. Beyond these games, there's still a lot more to look forward to, like Firewall Ultra, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Crossfire, and a bunch of other games announced by developers. I'll have a link below with a huge set of games coming to PlayStation VR 2 that you guys can check out. Hopefully, Sony has a proper event to announce the rest of the lineup for PlayStation VR 2 launch day and get more of the hype going out there for this headset. And now diving into the final story of the video, it's a big year ahead. So it's been pretty quiet recently in terms of news outside of PlayStation VR 2, of course, which has a part in this section of the video as well. With the year closing up, I just wanted to look ahead into 2023 to discuss Sony's big year ahead. It's weird to say that considering this year we got the likes of Horizon 2, GT7, Sifu, Stray, The Last of Us Remake, and of course, the amazing God of War Ragnarok. But looking into next year, it's also looking like a great year as well. Obviously, we have PlayStation VR 2 launching next year finally, as I discussed, with a whole set of great titles coming to the platform. The interesting thing is that every VR title on PlayStation VR 2 is essentially a console exclusive without Sony doing anything about it. It's a console exclusive because no console has VR support. You want to play something like Saints and Sinners 2, which is definitely going to be great on console, you're gonna get PlayStation VR 2. So there's a whole slate of titles there that PlayStation fans can dive into, and it's going to be a busy year for VR. Beyond that, of course, we also have PlayStation 5 only titles coming up in 2023. We're starting the year off with Forspoken, which, while there's been a good chunk of jokes on the writing for the game looks great to me in terms of gameplay. It looks like something that I'm gonna enjoy personally. Fast forward to the summer, we have Final Fantasy 16, which looks amazing all around. Fast forward beyond that to Q4 2023, we've got Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, which, as someone who can now say they're a Final Fantasy fan after playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I'm looking forward to Rebirth and, of course, Final Fantasy 16. Beyond those, there's still Factions 2, my beloved, and Spider-Man 2. You guys already know my thoughts on Spider-Man 2's release date, which I hope it does release in 2023. And Factions 2, we should be getting more information about that in early 2023. I think it probably launches in March. That's just my hope. after the HBO show finishes, the Last of Us HBO show. It makes sense for them to just hype up the Last of Us remake, which will go on discount when the show starts, and when the show ends, keep people going in the Last of Us universe. If you want more Last of Us, play this online multiplayer game. I feel like that makes sense. 2023 is another big year for PlayStation, and there are a lot of great games coming to the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation VR 2. But you guys let me know what you're excited for in 2023. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps me subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with a bang. I'm hoping Sony ends the year off with something special like Spiderman 2 trailer at the Game Awards, or if they have their own little event in early December. It would be an amazing way to end off the year and get us excited for 2023. If you're on the same boat and you want that to happen, destroy the comment section with a bang, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.